The FCS College Football Experience Week 11 preview and picks episode on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Yes, play just $5. Get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCE SGPN. And remember, as always, folks, too, let it ride.
This is Brian Bosworth, a.k.a. The Boz, and you're listening to SGPN. Let it ride, brother. Peace out. Boz out.
Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Welcome to the FCS College Football Experience Week 11 preview and picks episode. Woo! We are here. I mean, the season is rolling along. I can't believe we're already in week 11. I feel like we're going to be doing previews in a week, Mac, for the next year. Yeah. And a lot of coaching episodes, but man, this season really winding down. I mean, shit, FCS 11, they've been playing at 11 games for a long time. It's going to 12 next year, which is awesome. More games, more fun. But we have the playoffs looming right around the corner. So just a few weeks left. Looking back, actually, I guess I should introduce myself. If you're wondering who the hell you're listening to, my name is Colby Swig at Database Dad, aka Pick Dundee. That's not a pick. This is a pick.
He was raised in the land down under, where a man thinks on his feet, speaks with his fists, and lives by his wits.
When Dundee happened, he was a superstar.
I'm probably drinking too much and celebrating too much and not sleeping. Would have killed a normal man, but no, that's gone. The medical advice I got from that was like being hit by lightning. Pretend it never happened and get on with your life.
Two FCS Friday night games, a loaded Saturday card. Huge games as the season winds down. Can't wait. I am joined by my co-host. He is also the host of the College Basketball Experience and our FBS show, the College Football Experience. Check out both of those. Give it up for former staffer at Austin Peay with the Governors, South Carolina with the Gamecocks, and West Virginia with the Mountaineers, Ryan McIntyre, a.k.a. Monetline Mac. What's up, man?
What is up, man? Yes, happy Friday, man. Great. This is a great time to be alive. We got college basketball going on, college football, big weekend ahead. Cheers, everybody, especially you, Cannabis Capper.
Mac tonight. Come on, make it Mac tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we already watched Wilmington, Delaware beat Delaware in college hoops. Upset. I got 3 games on right here. We got FCS games, major FBS games, major FCS games. Carolina and Kansas, Georgetown, Maryland, a slew of great games. Utah State and VCU, just a slew of great games going on today. And then really this is our crazy season where there's my wife coming from a different country just can't believe it. She's like, you Americans in fucking sports. I was like, yeah, it's nonstop. It's nonstop, baby.
And there's a big, I saw Beanick put out a short today. There's a huge hockey night too.
There we go.
It's like the biggest night of the season for college hockey too. So yeah, sports everywhere, baby.
Fuck yeah. Let's go. All right. Look, recapping last week, really, we had Thursday night game, Delaware State. We talked about that on last week's show, so I'm not going to include that. Shout out to Deshaun Jackson. They play again tonight, by the way. We'll get to them. Friday night, we had Penn down the ball at the 1 yard line. In similar vein to Georgia, Florida, the cocktail party. So we lost on that. And actually, I lost both FCS games on Friday because Idaho, Northern Arizona was asleep the whole game. And what happens when you're asleep and then you wake up? Sometimes the damage is already done. And Idaho, Northern Arizona, to their credit, stormed back, tied it up, went to overtime. But the Vandals pick up a key road win, 35-32 in that bullshit walk-up Sky Dome. We lost, but so Friday for the FCS. Now I know we had some success in the FBS, but for the FCS that was very tough. We did cash on Norfolk State on Thursday, but man, Saturday I think we proved our worth. My fucking Long Island Sharks covered against Central Connecticut State despite losing 10-7. That was a lock that we gave away. How about what Towson did to North Carolina A&T, by the way? 62-9. I locked up Lehigh against Georgetown, 41-0. Lehigh got it done. We cashed in that one. We both double locked up Maine against Stony Brook. We got home there, 28-21. They take down the Seawolves. I did eat shit on Morehead State. I don't remember if you had joined me on that one, but we had a pretty successful day. Gardner Webb in the points against Tennessee Tech. Tennessee Tech continues to stay undefeated. We're one of the best stories in college football, but that was a game. They had to really earn that one. 27-21. They actually kind of came from behind. They were losing going into the fourth quarter, but they made the plays down the stretch to get that thing done. I think some of our best plays were VMI. How about this? VMI was up 21 and they lost.
Yeah.
I'm talking about in the third quarter, they're up 21-0, if memory serves me correct. And they lost 35-24, but we took the points. We hammered that. That was one of our better plays. I think it was one of our biggest plays. How's there other one that I was going to tout? There was another couple ones that how about Dayton going to San Diego?
Yeah.
All over the Toreros, 31-13. They took down the Flyers. That conference race. Southern Utah against Austin Peay. We double locked that. We had a pretty fucking fire week in the FCS. How about Abilene taking down Tarleton? We were all over that, 31-28. So yes, we even Weber got the cover for me, man. Backdoored that thing. Depending on what you got that number at, I guess. But pretty wild week. And right now, if you look at the standings, so just right now, the Big Sky, Montana and Montana State 5-0. What do we have looming? We have the Brawl of the Wild. I think in 2 weeks. Now Davis is in third place. UC Davis. I do believe they play at Montana State the week before the Brawl of the Wild. So they're not out of it yet. After that, it's Sac State. That's a game we did lose, by the way. Sac State stuck it to E-Dub.
Sac State your money.
E-Dub is at Montana this week. We'll talk about that, but that's one where I guess if they were to win that game, they'd be back in the mix. But I would say after that, everybody else not looking good. Maybe Northern Arizona can battle back with some of the wins on their resume to potentially get an at-large bid, but not looking great for the other teams in the conference. The CAA, Monmouth, Rhode Island, both 5-0 at the top of the conference. Rhode Island's got a big game at Elon this week. I know Elon's 2-3 in the conference. They've been inconsistent. They've lost 3 straight, but still a solid football team, I think. Villanova and Maine right on their ass though with 1 loss, and you can't count out William and Mary, the Tribe, or New Hampshire yet either. That should be fun to watch down the stretch. As Independence, fucking Sacred Hot is the team that I still don't think they'll get an at-large bid, so I don't even know what to say there. Ivy League, Harvard, after they beat fucking Dartmouth last week, they are 4-0. Guess who's on their tail though? That is Yale and Penn. So 1 game behind is Yale and Penn, and obviously Harvard Yale, long big time rivalry. That could set up to be pretty fucking nice in a week or two here. In the MEAC, Deshaun Jackson, Delaware State, undefeated. The same with South Carolina State. I believe they're scheduled to play the final week of the season with a trip to the Celebration Bowl on the line, probably. Or definitely. And then maybe even the loser will have a shot at the FCS playoffs. The Missouri Valley, North Dakota State, surprise, 6-0. The team that could actually steal it from them is North Dakota, who they play this week in Grand Forks. 1 game back is North Dakota. 2 games back is South Dakota and South Dakota State. And obviously that was the big upset last week. 31.5 point favorite. Underdogs. Indiana State took down South Dakota State. in Brookings. I know they had a backup quarterback, but shit, I don't care. That's substantial there. Illinois State and Southern Illinois right on the cusp as well. And how about Youngstown State played North Dakota State really well a week ago, but special teams, man. North Dakota State had 2 gigantic kick returns, the greatest play in the fucking sport.
Youngstown's been good, man.
They are good, man. And I think they're a dangerous team. And if they can get to the playoffs here, they got to make sure they take care of business down the stretch here. I know, shout out to John. I know he's a big Youngstown guy. In the NEC with Central Connecticut taking down Long Island in a very close game. They are in the driver's seat, but Duquesne is right on their ass at 3-1. So pay attention to those 2 teams. The OVC, Tennessee Tech 6-0. Behind them is UT Martin at 4-1. So theoretically, UT Martin's still alive, and that's a rivalry game too that could go on there. The Patriot League, Lehigh and Lafayette, the oldest rivalry in the history of college football. They're both 4-0. So Mac, the rivalry week we could have in the FCS.
It's gonna be electric.
It's gonna be fucking awesome. Pioneer League, Drake's 5-0. They're kind of running away with it. Presbyterian and with Dayton losing, Dayton falls back to 3rd place, tied with the Tommies. 2nd place Presbyterian, and the Bulldogs of Drake in 1st place. SoCon, Mercer and Western Carolina both undefeated. Huge game for the Cats. They got homecoming this upcoming week. After that, it's Chattanooga, who's still technically alive. Southland, we got Sela, Southeast Louisiana, and Stephen F. Austin at the top of this thing, undefeated. Lamar right behind them, and even the Nazis of Nichols still in the mix. The SWAC, 2 divisions, the only conference that does divisions still. Alabama State, 3-way tie in the East. Alabama State, Jackson State, Bethune-Cookman, all tied at 4-1. Last week, Texas Southern got upset, so Prairie View currently in the driver's seat in the West, but Texas Southern and Grambling still alive. And finally, the UAC, Tarleton State, finally took a loss. They still have a half-game lead on Abilene because they've played 1 more game. That one's critical because Abilene has the tiebreaker. So you're looking at a spot, Mac, where Tarleton could actually, unbelievable season, FBS win against an Army team that's probably going to make a bowl, but they might not win their own conference because Abilene has the tiebreaker now.
I know.
Fascinating.
It's kind of like JMU potentially in the Sun Belt, where they could be controlling their own destiny to make the playoff, but then lose the Coastal and not even make their title game.
Yeah. Amen, man. Amen. Like that's something but it all adds to the drama. Tarleton doesn't have to worry about making the playoffs. They'll get the outright bid, but to win the conference, you win the conference, you're fucking in. And it's like college hoops, man, to a certain extent. Yes. Guys, I didn't have time for slides because college basketball is back and we are working around the clock. November and December are power months and we have limited time for slides. I'll try to get those done by next week, but we have 2 games tonight and the lines have come down on both of them, Mac, that I'm currently seeing. Delaware State, who I just mentioned, needs to stay afloat, the top of the MEAC. Can't afford a loss. They are headed to Baltimore to take on Morgan State. I mean, the stink in this game. Now, Morgan State did win last year, but obviously Delaware State's been terrible for like over a decade. Morgan State won by 8 a season ago. This game's on ESPNU tonight. 3.5 is the number. I can't believe 6.
How much more is this going to come down?
I don't even. And the information is few and far between here. So it's like, I'm shocked that this line is 3.5. But to me, I've been so impressed with Delaware State. I can't fade them, man. I can't. That when especially evaluate their losses. I mean, Sacred Heart 6-3. That's the only FCS team with Monmouth is top number 1 offense in the FCS. There's no shame in that. Sacred Heart is the one you would and they were still in that game. They lost that lead late, and then Delaware in the FBS is their only other loss. So, I'm laying it still with Delaware State, but is it stinky as absolute all can be? It is, and I'm betting this because it's Friday night. We don't have that many bets. Let's go. What are you doing here, buddy?
I'm still gonna stay with Delaware State. I'm gonna. We're getting a better number. I'll stay with it. I'll trust the Sean Jackson.
Yeah, I mean, look, Caden Bennett's a stud quarterback. With Clinton Portis, the running backs coach, whatever he's done, Marquise Gillis is running wild for the Hornets. Give me Delaware State -3.5. Just it stinks. Close your nose. Bet this thing. At the same time, it's kicking off tonight, and by the way, that's 7:00 Eastern. Delaware State, Morgan State at the same very time as Harvard at Columbia in Manhattan there at Bob Kraft Field or whatever the fuck it is. Harvard won 26-6 a season ago in Boston. This line has come down 0.5 point. It's at flat 28 right now.
I gotta take the point. It's a rivalry game still.
I know. I mean, Columbia has been on awful this year. They've lost 5 straight, but man, they're still fighting for coach. I mean, I know we got burned 2 weeks ago on a Friday night when they lost to Dartmouth 49-3. But if you look at some of the other games, 17-10 to Princeton, 35-21 to Penn. In that game, Penn added a late score.
Yeah.
24-10 to Yale. I have to take the 28. It's too many points. It's too many points. Obviously 28.5 would have been better, but right now that's the best you can get is 28, I think. Shop around. You back on it?
Yeah. I like you said, I'm gonna stick with the points here. It's a rivalry, so give me them points.
Yeah. There you go. Jay North, man, I got my picks out on the app, brother. Off the top of my head, I mean, what the fuck? I'd have to load that up. Maybe at the end of the show I could do that for you.
Oh, yeah, you weren't on the end. I went Furman, Kent, Kansas, and then Georgetown as my dog.
I love the Georgetown one. I've already bet Georgetown money line. That
number's down, by the way.
Let me just see real quick. We have that has come down.
You're gonna like Furman. Furman's gonna be one of yours. They're opening up that new arena.
Oh, I do like Furman. Yes, Furman is one that I did like. I actually like. Who did I text that to earlier? There was one that jumped out to me. I thought yesterday on the show. What the fuck was it? I think I texted Green. Let me see my text. Hang on one second.
Kent State.
I do like Kent State.
Bounce back at home against the Ivy. Yes, please.
I do like Kent State. I like Charleston in the points, man. I think that game's tipping soon, but
6 o'clock.
Yeah. I think they're going to stay in that game. Let me see what else. I think what am I forgetting? Forgetting one of these. Another one I like is Southern Indiana tonight against VMI, getting points. Who'd you take in that?
I took Southern Indiana. Beanick acted like I was on crack for taking Southern Indiana. I said, when the hell has VMI been a road favorite?
Yeah. Another thing, I like Calhoun and Utah State tonight too. That's
yeah.
I think that's majority of them. Furman, you're right. Okay. I think that's it off the top of my head. Maybe I'm forgetting one, but check the picks page, SGPN app, free to download in the App Store and Google Play Store. Let's get to the FCS football action on the gridiron. We've gone through the conference races. We've gone through the Friday night games. Let's jump over to Saturday. But before we do that, I will let you know that the FCS College Football Experience is part of the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. Obviously, the college basketball season tipped off, so subscribe to the College Basketball Experience as we talk every single game all year long. But also, we got the Road to the Grey Cup going on. The CFL Gambling Podcast, the home of the Huge Tits Parlay, which, you got to get over there. The road to the 113th Grey Cup happens this weekend. So, I mean, the Grey Cup is next weekend, but we find out who is playing for the 113th Grey Cup this weekend. So check out the CFL Gambling Podcast. I host it as well. Myself and Justin Mark. So do that. Subscribe. Great opportunity to make some great money in the CFL. And who doesn't love a Huge Tits Parlay? The originators of the Huge Tits Parlay. Jump over there and remember, as always, to let it ride. We're also brought to you by MyBookie.ag. MyBookie is your place to bet on basketball and football. And everything else. Their prop builder second to none, and their motto is bet on anything, anywhere, anytime. You can easily deposit, get a lightning fast payouts using crypto, Head on over to mybookie.ag, and when you do, use our promo code TCESGPN for 100% bet back bonus up to $500 for new customers. That's mybookie.ag, promo code TCESGPN. And we're also brought to you by Novig. Novig is America's #1 sports prediction market. Look, with Novig, you're getting the best prices. You know this because they are an exchange. Novig's available in 35 plus different states. Download the Novig app and get $50 when you spend $5 if you use our promo code SGPN. So get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. All right, we are back. Let's fire away. We are looking good with Columbia right now. And shout out to Michael Huffer. Appreciate you tuning in, brother.
You can catch Huff in about an hour on the pregame show.
There we go. College Basketball Experience pregame show every single day or a majority of days. So we're opening things up here tomorrow morning slate here. We have Holy Cross is catching 20.5 at Lehigh. Now, Lehigh 9-0 looking like potential, a team that can go deep into the FCS college football playoffs. You do wonder what the hell happened to Holy Cross this year, because it came in and they almost beat an FBS in week 1, and ever since then they have had I know they had a slew of injuries, but they have been dog shit. 20.5. I'm still laying it because Lehigh is fucking awesome, man. And I really enjoy watching them. Hayden Johnson at the quarterback spot. Yoder. Was it Luke Yoder at the running back spot? Dog. What are you doing here in Bethlehem?
Yeah, I mean, Holy Cross, I know that they've had some tough, close losses in league play, but I just think Lehigh's on a different level. I'll lay with Lehigh. I'm not going to overthink this.
Yeah. Then we have the likes of I mean, look, the Patriot League, they can't afford a loss because Lafayette's right on their ass. But then we have the likes of Wagner heading to Robert Morris. Bob Morris laying 2.5. This is a pretty dull game, if I'm being honest. But Bob Morris has been the better team of late, I would say. Both teams are 3-6. 2.5. Bob Morris won it by 7 last year. I will lay it with Bob Morris at Joe Walton Stadium. Former New York Jet head coach and Washington Redskins. He was part of George Allen's shit with the Washington Redskins. What are you doing here?
Give me Bob Morris.
Yeah, no, don't bet this. Don't bet this game. No one bet this game. Yale is laying 14.5 at Brown. Okay, now things get a little interesting here. This gets a little interesting here because Yale did fuck them up last year at the Yale Bowl, 56-34, right? And Brown has lost 3 in a row. But man, Brown is also a team that beat fucking Rhode Island, who's in first place in the CAA. A team that made the FCS playoffs a year ago. I have to take the points. It's at home, Brown Stadium. I have to take the points. I know Yale.
I'm betting it, man. I'm taking the points.
Let's go.
It's a rivalry.
Let's go. 14.5. Give me that hook. Let's go.
Brown guys.
Yes. Let's go with those Brown guys. Next up, we have Duquesne, still very much alive. Very, very much alive. Laying 7.5 at the fucking Long Island Sharks. I have to take Long Island as a dog. I mean, they've been cashing for us
every time as a dog. They cover every time. LIU lock. Let's go.
Yes, lock right there on the Sharks.
All I know is we're hard-working, tax-paying people like you, and we don't take shit from nobody. You got that, asshole? Ask me. The fucking union that works for you.
Lock. LIU plus 7.5 at home. Let's go. Free to watch on the NEC Front Row app. Next up, Stonehill is at Central Connecticut State. The real Blue Devils in the driver's seat right now in the NEC, Mac. a year ago, the Central was able to escape by 21-17. Currently seeing the line at 12.5. That's too many points for me. It's too many points.
Yeah, no bet, but I agree. Give me the point. That's a tad too high. I thought that this would be single digits.
Yeah, give me like a 20 to 10 game.
Yeah.
No bet either though. A&T, North Carolina A&T heading to Stony Brook. Stony Brook's laying 17.5. We should think about this. I know Stony Brook it struggled this year, after coming up last year, but what the hell's the weather in Stony Brook, New York? Can you do a weather check on Stony Brook, New York? What's that?
Is there a storm coming through?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel definitely. I know in the Iowa it's calling for rain, so it makes me think maybe this is still daytime though. So I don't know.
Tomorrow. I mean, mid 50s.
Nice though.
Mid 50s. There's some rain.
All right, I'll lay it with Stony Brook. If it was colder, I would have locked this, I think. But let's just lay it.
Yeah.
Next up, we have Mercyhurst, fresh off of their best basketball win ever, I think. Heading to Moon Township to take on St. Francis. We know St. Francis. We should lock this, right? This is a lock.
They've quit in everything.
Yeah. And Mercyhurst, although 3-6, if you do like a deep analysis of their schedule, they've been pretty good. I'll put it like this: their losses are to Youngstown State by 9, right? Sac State, okay, in California, from Erie, Pennsylvania to California. They lost by 21, I think it was. At Montana State, they only lost 17-0. That was impressive, man. They did get just destroyed in Brookings at South Dakota State, and then they lost to Duquesne. Now they got blown out by Duquesne, but still, Duquesne is a team that is in the mix still for the FCS playoffs. So they've been. I mean, there's no shame in those losses, considering they just jumped up to the FCS. I'm with you. Lock. Let's go. St. Francis is the opposite. They're going down to D3. Let's go. Mercyhurst puts it on them. By the way, St. Francis, if you're wondering, 0-8. 0-8. Let's go. Double lock. Let's jump on it. I'll play some. Let's go. Double lock music. Right there, Mercyhurst. Checkable Bowl style. Next up, Furman, Chattanooga. Okay, so Chattanooga, if they want to stay in the mix, right? If they want to stay in the mix, they need to win this game, right? Furman is catching 4.5 on the road, Finley Stadium there. I'm going to lay it with Chattanooga, man. I think they realize, and I do think they're better than their record. I mean, this is another one in similar vein, actually, to Mercyhurst, because you look at their losses are to Tarleton State, Memphis. So Memphis of the FBS, who might make the college football playoff. We'll see tonight. Tarleton State, who beat Army at Army. Tennessee Tech, who's undefeated. And then they did, and the triple option got them in the Citadel. All right. Okay. Citadel's the only blemish there, but that's what happens. You play a triple option team. You're not ready. You get punched in the fucking face. I'm taking Chattanooga. What are you doing here, buddy?
I'm a sucker for SoCon dogs. Give me Furman, but I don't have a lot of strong conviction. I could see Chattanooga winning by a field goal. Dude, it's gonna be fired up for SoCon basketball here in Chattanooga.
Hell yeah.
Furman, but this is good. This is a big game for the race there. I know both are a couple games back, Western and Mercer, but I mean these are two top 4 programs in this league.
Yeah, let's go. Next up, we jump over to Colgate. It's catching 6.5 at Lafayette. Lafayette still in the mix. Still in the mix. They're very much in the mix. They're undefeated in conference play. Lehigh Lafayette is going to be epic. If Lafayette can stay undefeated there, they beat Colgate 21-20 a year ago in Hamilton, New York. Now they're laying 6.5. I'm going to lay it though. I think they realize they're at home here. I'm laying it, man.
Yeah.
I would not
I'll
go
lay
past 7 though.
Yeah.
For what it's worth. Yeah.
This is a number matter game.
100%. New Hampshire is at Monmouth. You want to get right back in the playoff mix, New Hampshire? The best part about life, there's always another opportunity. Now it's on the road. It's in West Long Branch, New Jersey. New Hampshire beat them by 13 a year ago. It's on Flow Sports, by the way. Getting 12.5 against the number one offense in the nation, 515.8 yards per game. Monmouth New Hampshire top 35 defense, right? Coming in at 35th. And I think the big thing that makes this game interesting, Monmouth has the number one passing attack, right? Well, New Hampshire has a top 15 pass defense. I am on the points. I've thought about locking this thing, man, but Monmouth has just been fire this year.
They're tough to bet against. I'm locking the points though. This is the time of year I like the dogs more, man.
Well, and New Hampshire needs it. Like you win this game, you go to 6-4. You get Maine. You still have Bryant and Maine, by the way, right? You take care of both those. Maine's a team that is still in the mix too. I think you could end up with an outright bid into the FCS playoffs. So this is a huge opportunity for them. I'm in double lock. Yep. These Wildcats. Wildcats. Jerry Davis saying he likes the under 44 in the Long Island Duquesne game. Is that appealing? I do think it's appealing. I do. I still think the side is better, but I kind of expect it to be like a, 17-14 type of game or 20-14 type of game. Double locking those New Hampshire Wildcats. That's one of the best games this weekend, folks. New Hampshire at Monmouth, Flow Sports, 1 p.m. tomorrow. Richmond is heading up to take on our Georgetown. Well, your Richmond Spiders against my Georgetown Hoyas, huh? Richmond, Richmond, it's kind of been a little bit of a dud in year one of the Patriot League. They did win last week. I just think they're a lot better than Georgia. I mean, look, I love my Hoyas, and the Hoyas have been kind of a fun story at 5-4 and the way they've won some of their games. Richmond's laying 4.5. I'm going to lock up Richmond minus 4.5. I think this will get home. What are you doing here?
I'm locking Richmond. Yeah. Give me my Spiders. Let's go.
Double lock on these Spiders at Cooper Field. I actually think it's one of the best plays on the board. One of the best plays on the board. Yeah.
Georgetown's overachieved this year. Like
they have, man. Yeah. And Georgetown, like their defense, I know. I almost think the defensive numbers lie to you. 71st. I think they're worse. The problem, they got Davidson in their first game under a new head coach. So I think that is they cooking the books a little bit for them. Not a big fan of the defense the Hoyas have this year. Want to tell you folks that the FCS College Football Experience is brought to you by Underdog Fantasy. Look, Underdog's your home for pick'em entries where you can win up to 5,000 times the amount of money you enter. Plus, Underdog's got a brand new offer for new customers. Play just $5. Get $100 in bonus funds when you sign up with our promo code. That is TCESGPN. So hop over there and do that. We're also brought to you by Rhythm. Rhythm is crushing it in college football and college hoops, NFL, NBA. They got it all. Rhythm's also giving away weekly cash prizes just for tracking your bets within the app. Track 5 bets of the same type from any model that you build, and you could win $1,000. So jump on over there. Use the promo code SGPN25 when you download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. That's RITHMM. Promo code SGPN25. All right, we are back, and we have another big one here as we have a spot where a team's not afforded, like they can't fuck up. I'll put it like this. And what I'm referring to is Drake is laying 2.5 at home against the Tommies of St. Thomas. First place Drake, the Bulldogs, thinking playoffs. I'll buy in. I'll lay the 2.5, but
Is it the Tommies, baby? Let's go.
it's a little stinky, right?
It is, but yeah, I'm going to lock my Tommies, man. I'm all in on the Tommies this year.
I will say Drake only won by 3 a year ago. This game's on ESPN Plus, by the way. So both teams, by the way, Drake's won 5 straight. The Tommies won 4 straight. Something's got to give here, man. You know what? I think the line is telling me. I'm going to flip my pick. Give me the Tommies. Give me the Tommies to get this thing out right. Plus 115 on the money line. Let's go. I'm not betting it though. You betting it?
I'm betting it. I'm betting my Tommies.
There you go. The Tommies, don't look now. Currently 17th in the nation in defense. Number 15 against the run. 10th best in points allowed. Next up, we have San Diego, fresh off a huge upset, heading to Valparaiso, where they're laying 24.5. This is a terrible game. I'll take the points, though. What are you doing here?
Yeah, this is a horrible game. I'll take the points. No, not betting this game.
Princeton is catching 10.5 at fucking Dartmouth. If Dartmouth wants to stay in the race, they had a critical loss to Harvard. But imagine if Harvard was to lose this weekend and then say lose to Yale in the season finale. There's still a path for Dartmouth, who's won the Ivy back-to-back years, to tie for first place. They need to take care of business. They're laying 10.5 at home. Personally, I think it's a little bit too much. I'll take Princeton in the points because I think it's a kind of a one-score game here. What are you doing here?
I will take the points as well. I think it's a tad too high.
Yeah. Butler heading to Moorhead, Kentucky. Butler's laying 10.5. Lay it. Butler's been impressive considering
and they
the
lost.
turnover.
Yeah, they lost Jurmovic too. So
yeah,
I mean that is impressive.
To lose all that they've been, I'd say it's a very successful first season for Kevin Lynch. Bucknell is heading to Fordham. Bucknell's laying 2.5. This is a bad game. I'll lay the 2.5 with Bucknell. What are you doing here?
I'll lay the 2.5. No bet.
All right, another huge one though. Villanova's got to stay at the top of the conference, right? They're in the mix, potentially still do this. They are hitting the road to Towson, Maryland to take on Pete Shinnick's bunch. Nova is laying 7.5, and Mac, I am taking the points here. You saw Towson open it up against A&T. I think Towson's better than their record. They might not win this game, but getting 7.5. Although I think maybe they're baiting you because Nova's a proven name in FCS football. But at the same time, I'm taking Towson plus the 7.5. You
lay it with Towson. I kind of want to bet Towson. I think that they're starting to roll here. I'll lock up Towson.
They're plus 220, man. 220. Let's go on that. Lock up. I got the heart of Lions, Tigers, and Bears. Illinois State's in Terre Haute taking on Indiana State. This is the greatest play, right? I mean, Indiana State just won as a 31.5 point dog outright.
We have to fade that.
Illinois State minus 10.5. Lock.
Yeah.
Lock. A ranked Illinois State. I mean, come on. Double lock this fucking thing. That might be the best play on the board.
Absolutely.
I mean, they're just they can't sustain that 2 weeks in a row. No fucking way. I mean, Illinois State's 6-3. They're still in contention for this, for the FCS playoffs here. So no, they're gonna get fucked up. They're gonna lay the 10.5 with the Cardinals there. Next up, we have Stetson, the Hatters, taking on Marist. Another terrible game. Marist has been better than I projected this season, so credit to the Red Foxes for that. And it's 12.5, and a Florida team having to go all the way up to Poughkeepsie. I will lay the 12.5. Don't love it though. What are you doing here?
Lay it, no bet. Yeah, I'll lay it, but I'm not going to bet that one.
Yeah. Next up, we have the likes of Cornell at Penn. This is a big one because Penn very much still alive to make the FCS playoffs and win the Ivy. Cornell is all of a sudden, they've been actually a pain in our ass the past couple of weeks.
I know.
Yeah, Cornell's won 3 straight. They, early in the year they had a hard time. They were replacing Jameson Wang, so it seemed like their identity, they didn't know what the fuck they were doing. 3 straight wins. 3 straight wins against Bucknell, Brown, and Princeton. Look, sometimes you start winning and you just got to buy into it. This is at legendary Franklin Field. Penn did drop 67 points on them last year, but I'm taking the points here. I think sometimes you find something. Ivy League games traditionally, I like the dog, so I will take the 10.5 with Cornell. Fascinated by watching this game.
I'm gonna bet Cornell.
Yeah, I mean it makes sense. They're kind of hot
love
right
the
now,
Ivy
man.
Dogs, man.
Yeah. The Big Red plus 10.5. Maine, very much alive in the playoff race, laying 16.5 at Hampton. Kind of a sleepy game. Hampton's not. This is why the CAA kind of crumbled down when they added A&T and Hampton. Richmond and William and Mary leaves next year, but you know, I guess you could argue when JMU and Delaware left too, but this one is kind of a snoozer here. I'll lay it. I don't love it though because it's a foreign game to Maine, but I'll lay the 16.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, it's weird game. I'll take the point. I'm not betting this one though.
Yeah. Those Blue Hose of Presbyterian are on the road in Charlotte.
They're always on the fucking road, I feel like.
Yeah. And then they're laying 27.5 against Davidson. We know Davidson's been ass, but this is a rivalry game. Which makes it kind of, I feel like if they're ever going to cover this, if they're ever going to cover a game, it's got to be here. They've lost 5 straight and they're fucking terrible, but they almost won last week. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Give me the points. 27.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll take the points. I mean, it's a rivalry, but I'm not betting it. I'm not getting in front of this Blue Hoe train with the bet.
This Blue Hoe train, man. I would love to see them make the playoffs. What do we got next? We got Bryant and Albany. This is kind of another one that Bryant, although they beat the Bryant and Long Island are like, there's parallels. They beat an FBS team, but then they just been ass within like life in the FCS. Bryant playing 3.5. Albany, you know, we knew that Albany was going to be trash because Gattuso left them for Penn State so late in the year. Yeah, I'm going to lay the 3.5 with Bryant. It's I'm going to lock this. I just think they're better.
We do like Bryant. I mean, Bryant's been good all year.
Yeah, lay the 3.5. Albany seems to be all over the fucking place. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'll lock it up with you. Double lock.
There we go.
Bryant.
Dogs.
Bryant Bulldog podcast.
Oh yeah, Bark and Dogs podcast. That's our people right there.
Guys.
Yeah. Tennessee Tech is heading to Charleston, Illinois. I got to do a weather check on this shit. What is the weather in Charleston, Illinois? I mean, it's got to be getting cold, right? It's got to be getting cold here. What are those projections? Damn, still a high of 59. Come on, it's fucking November. What's going on? I'm taking the 24.5. I feel like Tennessee Tech. If you're looking for that, who could be this week's? Last week you saw a 31.5 point dog hit outright. I know Eastern Illinois, it's not the season they wanted. They're 3-6. They've lost 4 straight, but they lost in overtime to UT Martin, who's in second place last week. I'm locking up EIU plus 24.5 against Tennessee Tech. Tennessee Tech, Mac. Also
wagon,
and they have Kentucky on deck though.
Yeah. How many are we getting?
24.5.
I'll go in with you. That is a lot. I mean, I love Tech, but come on.
I mean, that's a crazy money line play there. It's like plus 1,300, I think. Let's go. Let's go, Panthers.
That's a weird tip too.
It is. That's what I'm saying, man. I was hoping it would be a little bit colder, but still, I still think they stay within that number.
I'm shocked it's not cold. It's always fucking cold there.
Yeah.
Charleston, Illinois.
100%, man. Tennessee Tech. I'm sorry, not Tennessee Tech. Howard is in where the fuck is this again? It's Orangeburg. Is it Orangeburg, South Carolina State? I think it's Orangeburg.
Yeah,
right?
Orangeburg. Yeah, Bulldogs.
South Carolina State, first place right now in the MEAC, tied with Delaware State. South Carolina State laying 14.5 against Howard. They've had Howard's number over the years. Still a big ass number though. I will take the 14.5 with Howard. What are you doing here?
Take the points. A little bit of a rivalry, so yeah, give me the points.
Yeah. Wofford is at VMI. VMI is catching 11.5 at home. Dude, it might be lock worthy for Wofford just because off of that that rivalry game where the Citadel stormed back. But I'll take Wofford, no bet. If you're asking me to add a bet to the card, that might be one. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I kind of want to lock it. I think we should go in, man.
I mean, VMI, that's such a death blow loss.
Yeah.
Up 21-0
And
like
I like
what?
Wofford.
Yeah, Sean Watson's good, man. I'm a big fan of Sean Watson. He was the offensive coordinator at Colorado when they had a great back when in the 90s or the early 2000s, late 90s when they were really good. They went to the Fiesta Bowl. All right,
They're way better than their record.
Yeah.
I mean, they're 3-6 with a plus point margin.
Let's go. Come on, Terriers. Play the 11.5 with these Terriers. SEMO is catching 3.5 at Gardner-Webb. Man, Gardner-Webb. That was a tough loss too, but I'm still going to take Gardner-Webb. I think they're pretty good. I'm going to lay the 3.5. No bet. What are you doing here?
Yeah, points, no bet. Next slide.
Rhode Island is late. This is a big one, and I think this is one to monitor here. Rhode Island is laying 4.5 at Elon. Elon has lost 3 straight, but man, I don't think they're that bad. They lost at William and Mary by 5. They lost 1-score game to William and Mary and Villanova, right? Who are ahead of them. Their other loss was to Duke and then East Tennessee State. That was kind of a weird one, but it was at East Tennessee State. This team beat Western Carolina, who's in first place in the SoCon. I think they're live. Plus 155 on the money line. Give me the Phoenix of Elon against these Rams. You in?
Yeah, Elon's another team that I think is better than the record. Low losers of 3 in a row. I think they right the ship. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. I mean, pressure's building up. They know they lost in Rhode Island last year, 17-10.
Yeah.
This game's on Flow Sports. Let's get it going. Double lock these Phoenix. In-state action, rivalry games, the heartbeat of college sports. Well, Tennessee State's taking on UT Martin. Nashville against Martin, Tennessee. You know I love the regionality. Martin's laying 14.5, but Martin played with fire and almost lost last week. I think they're going to put it on Tennessee State. Lay the 14.5 despite the rivalry factor. Mac, what are you doing here?
Yeah, lay it. No bet.
This game for all the marbles right now in the Missouri Valley. North Dakota State, the Bison are laying 10.5 in Grand Forks against North Dakota. North Dakota, the Fighting Sioux. If you win this game, you are in first place. What is the remaining schedule? Let me see what their remaining schedule is.
Now, did North Dakota State get their wake-up call last week?
Yeah, well, they were probably looking at this is a big-time rivalry game. They've been playing this since like 1890. Well, if North Dakota was to win this game, hypothetically,
yep,
it would be in first place with a trip to Murray State. Murray State's not very good. Then they would be at home against South Dakota State in the finale. So I guess they have to beat both the juggernauts, but they get both of them at home. I'll take North Dakota State. I'm going to lock it, actually.
Yeah.
I just think North Dakota State's in another gear.
This might be my favorite play on the board. I think that they're overreacting and the moment's too big. The Bison can name their score.
They see Youngstown played them really close, and people are thinking, oh, this could be the Fighting Sioux's year. No.
They're going to fuck them up.
No. Big time win. Let's go. This is going to be like 35-10. Something like that.
It'll be like the South Dakota State game.
Yeah. Lay the 10.5. Double lock. Yeah, John. Penguins were live last week. The special teams killed them. Next up, we are going to Southern Illinois, Youngstown State. Let's just paint the picture a little bit here on this game. Right now, wait a second. Why is this not? Let me just load this up. I believe this one. You want to talk about critical game? FCS top 25. I believe currently. So right now, I mean, we went through all the division winners right now. Who's in first place? Southern Illinois does not look like they're going to be able to win the Missouri Valley. I mean, I guess theoretically with 3 games left, they're still like mathematically alive, I think. But they're number 16. Youngstown State is number 22. Dude, this is kind of like a fucking playoff game, dude. Like, I guess there is a world where both teams could still make this after the fact. But this is a fucking gigantic game. You got to think one, at least for next week, if the season were to end after this week, you would think one of these two would probably be on the outside.
It's like
huge.
It's like a play out game.
Yeah. Yeah. Now I know, like I said, there's still a few more weeks. So hypothetically, if Youngstown loses or if the Salukis lose, they would still have a chance to get back in the mix. But man, this is a gigantic stakes. You got to feel like the winner of this game is looking pretty good. I'll say this: if Youngstown wins this game, with looking at the remaining schedule against Indiana State, although Indiana State just won as a 31.5 point dog, and Northern Iowa, you gotta think you win this. I feel like you're in, right? As long as you don't fuck up, you'll be double-digit favorites the remaining part of the season, I would assume. So this line, Youngstown minus 3.5. I'm gonna go ahead and lock this.
I like it.
I'm gonna lock this. Let's go. Lay the 3.5. Shout out to John. And shout out to these Penguins. I think there might be value on them in the FCS playoffs with Beau Brungard there. Whooping ass. You in?
I'm in. And I think Youngstown, too, they struggled early, but I think that they've really found themselves. I mean, they almost beat North Dakota State and South Dakota State. They gave them games in both, had leads in both. So, yeah, I think they get it done here, stay in this race.
And don't forget, they got Mike Tomczak's son and wide receiver, Mac Tomczak. All right. Great name, right? Mac. Yeah, double lock up the Penguins at home at the Icebox. William and Mary still in the mix. They're laying 10.5 at Campbell. I will take the 10.5 in Campbell. What are you doing here?
I'll take the points too. Too many.
Yeah. Lindenwood at Western Illinois. This game, Lindenwood's laying 6.5. Lay it. Incarnate Word laying 26.5 at Northwestern State. By the way, how about our play with Incarnate Word last week? That was another one I forgot to key in on. Remember the line was telling us against Lamar, and boom,
yeah, they were favored.
Yeah, and they stuck it to Lamar 24-17.
Yep.
I'm gonna go back to the well because I think Northwestern State's trash. Lay the 26.5 with that dub.
I will co-sign. I'll lay it as well.
And by the way, it looks like you're gonna hit on this SIU Edwardsville. They're sticking it too.
Dude, what a win! What a win!
Good God,
Edwardsville.
God, like 15 right now.
2-0 start for me today, baby. Let's go.
I love this right now. Why is San Antonio like they're both? Because I have the Incarnate Word game on too. But both are separated by like, I don't know, like 5 minutes or something. Both playing basketball, daytime basketball at the same time.
By the way, I heard some ADs speak. I forget what, maybe it was IU Indy LIU. They're doing a kids day, and I think more and more are really diving into this kids day thing because fuck it, it's a way to get kids into the seat and get your. He talked about getting your product on TV more. I was like, thank God they're finally realizing this.
I know. Come on, man.
Especially college basketball. Like, come on, you don't need to play fucking 7:00.
And it's easy to put that thing on. You know what I mean? Like, come on, you already you have the gym. Just bring a fucking you could stream that thing from an iPhone. All right.
There's gonna be one team that really dives into it, like embraces being the team that plays in the afternoon, and their brand's gonna skyrocket. Like boys,
I guarantee you. Well, they got to be good at the same time. They can't get destroyed every game, but they got to be somewhat good.
Yeah.
But you're right. Speaking of somewhat good, that is certainly not Michael Vick and Norfolk State at football this year. Central, North Carolina Central's laying 26.5. Central trying to stay somehow in the mix in the MEAC. I will lay it.
I'll lay it too. They're fucking and they had their Super Bowl. They played well against Deshaun.
Yeah. Murray State's at Northern Iowa. Northern Iowa laying 14.5. This is another bad game. I'll take the points. They stay in this.
Yeah, good analysis. Bad game. Lay it.
I mean, it's at the end of the season. This is like you're trying to find the value in this game. You're like,
Yeah, fuck this game.
Yeah. Now this one you can find value in. So right now Mercer is ranked number 10 in the nation, despite not being in first place. So the SoCon, if you load up the SoCon standings, it's intriguing because you sit there and you say, wait a second here. Western Carolina, actually Mercer, I guess technically is in first place. I thought it was tied. But they've played one more game. Mercer heads to Keali'i, North Carolina for homecoming. I mean, this arguably is the best game of the week.
Gotta have this game.
Mercer's laying 6.5. Now, it should be noted that this game happened. I believe, this game happened last year. Mercer won 44-34 in Macon. Call me a sucker just because Weehawk's my guy. But I think Kerwin Bell and Western can score, man. So 6.5 is a big number to me. I think the money line's live. It's homecoming. Give me these Cats of Western Carolina who burned me on the hardwood the other night to get it done. What are you doing here?
I will. I'll lay it with Western Carolina, but no bet for me.
Catch it. They're
Catch
dogs.
It. Sorry,
yeah,
dog. Yes.
Yeah. Prairie View is laying 2.5 at Alabama A&M.
Prairie View, baby.
I like Prairie View. Bringing in that Valdosta coach.
Only 2.5.
It reeks a little bit, man.
This like
Sam Shade.
A&M.
Yeah. Yeah. Give me A&M upset.
Rig game coming.
Line's telling you.
Yeah.
Jackson State line is telling you something here. Jackson State's laying 28.5 at Mississippi Valley State. I'll lay it. Simple as that.
God, how bad is Valley State in every fucking sport?
They're struggling. Terrell Buckley's their first year head coach. Bethune-Cookman is catching 3.5 against Grambling. It's actually a huge game. Huge game.
Little dust up.
I'm going to take Bethune in the 3.5, but no bet. I think this is a field goal game. Oh yeah, we do have a dust up.
Oh, fuck you, UTSA. You just got your fucking ass beat.
What? The game's officially over, right?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm taking Bethune in the 3.5. What are you doing here?
I'll take Bethune. I'm seeing if there's going to be more of a dust up here.
Yeah, that was nice. Go to the locker room, shut the fuck up. That's what coach said.
Especially after you get your ass beat by SIUE by 17 at home. Yeah, you got a lot of fucking talk.
Yeah, that's a hit by the AAC right there.
Oh, that's a horrible loss.
Yeah, that's a really bad.
That's Brian Maloney, friend of the program. SIUE, baby.
There we go. Weber State's catching 28.5 at Montana State. We were foolish to take Northern Colorado the other week against Montana State. Montana State seems to have kicked it up a gear down the stretch here. They have a huge game in the next 2 weeks, though. That's why I think there might be value. I'm going back to the well. Give me the 28.5 on Weber. UC Davis and Montana on deck. I mean, huge fucking games. Taking my shot. All right, let's go. What are you doing here?
So you took the points?
I'm taking it. I'm taking the points. Just because I feel like the next two.
To look ahead.
Yeah.
Lock it. Let's go.
I'll join you. These Wildcats get 28.5.
Wildcats.
We're wild about the Cats. Eastern Washington is at Montana. I've been to this exact game when both were top 10. Since then, Montana's continued to roll, and then Eastern Washington cut a bunch of their money to their athletic department. And thus you see the result. But E-Dub, if you can somehow win this game, you will be back in the mix to potentially do some damage. The problem is you're catching 30.5. I'm taking the points, but I will not lock this. What are you doing here?
Yeah, points, but no bet. No, thank you.
Florida A&M is laying 3.5 at Pine Bluff. Put out an APB. Can't talk, stuttering here. I'll take Pine Bluff plus 3.5. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I'm with you. I'll take Pine Bluff. No bet.
Texas Southern catches 17.5 at Alabama State. Alabama State's been balling. Chris Dishman, embarrassing loss a week ago. This is where they come back. Give me the 17.5. They lose, but they lose by 14.
They lose, but they lose by 14. Yes, I'll take the points. No bet.
Stephen F. Austin laying 24.5 at the CVS, taking on Houston Christian.
It never gets old.
It's a big number, man. Give me the CVS. You go in there, you start getting distracted. They got the fucking magazine aisle. You never know what you run into. This hot broads coming in and out of the old CVS down there. You never know what's happening at a CVS. I feel like a lot of times you see I know traditionally it's more of a Walmart thing when you're watching like Forensic Files or Dateline or any of these murder documentaries. I always feel like they make a trip to Walmart. It's like a 90%, so 90% of the time they make a trip to Walmart, and like 55% of the time the Walmart is the thing that burns them. Maybe even 75% of the time. It's like, cause they are able to pull up like video cam, or they'll find. One of my favorite ones that I enjoyed was they would have not, the cameras were down at the Walmart, or, they couldn't tell, but they thought this person had had gone to Walmart. They're like, okay, we got to check to see if they got cleaning supplies, trash bags, shovels, shit like that. They typed in their number to save points. So, you know what I mean? Like, you type in your phone number if you remember, you know what I mean? So these morons committing a murder, they go there and then they save like $3. And that's, the cameras were actually down, so they would have got away with it.
Fucking idiots.
Had they not typed in their fucking number. Fucking great shit.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it's like, I gotta save these three. Look, I murdered that bitch, but look,
here's my number.
I gotta save these $3. I gotta save these $3. Yeah, what are you doing? You taking the points there at the CVS or what?
Yeah, I'll take the murder. What murder?
What murder? Southern Utah.
This shit never gets old.
Southern Utah is laying 6.5. This is look, I know the Thunderbirds have been a darling for us this year.
Yeah.
They're going to Richmond, Kentucky for that UAC. This is why the UAC is kind of wacky. They're like the Big Ten of the FCS conference game in Richmond, Kentucky from Southern Utah. Utah's laying 6.5. I'm taking EKU. I'm actually taking EKU on the fucking money line. Plus 190. Let's go.
I'm with you.
Yeah. Fucking ridiculous trip. You got, doesn't matter if it's NBA and NFL, college football. Yeah, you're going across the goddamn United States. Utah Tech, aka Dixie State's at Abilene Christian. This one is dangerous for Abilene because they just stormed the field against
Tarleton.
Against Tarleton. Dixie might be the play. I'll take the 20.5. I was thinking about locking this.
Yeah, we gotta fade the field storm, even though it's at Dixie, or even though it's at Abilene. Can you imagine if this was a road game they had to go to Dixie?
Oh, that would have been a money line play by us.
Money line, but give me the points.
Yeah, ETSU's at Samford. Samford is catching 19.5. I'll take the points. No bet.
Points, no bet.
And then another huge one, South Dakota State at South Dakota. Is there any way South Dakota loses 3 straight fucking games? There's no way, right?
No
they
way.
got to get home here. They got to get home here. Laying 6.5 Jackrabbits. Lock.
Yeah.
When was the last time they lost 3 games in a row? Fucking like 1995? Yeah. Let's go. Double lock, Jackrabbits.
We're on the Bison and we're on the Jackrabbits in the rivalry.
That should be a parlay there. The road state schools in the Dakotas. Southeast Louisiana, first dude, this game.
Huge game.
Remember what I said here in the Southland Conference. Southeast Louisiana is 5-0 in first place. Stephen F. Austin tied for first. In second place, just a half game back or one game back, Lamar. Well, Sela is at Lamar in Beaumont, Texas this week. This is why you gotta be loading up the TVs, man. This is gonna be a fire game. Lamar is catching 9.5 at home. I do think Sela is better, but I think 9.5 at home with a potential field storm on the deck. I got to take the points. What are you doing here?
I'm taking the points for all the reasons you just laid out.
Southern is catching 12.5 at Alcorn State. Yeah. Both teams have been failures, I would say, this year compared to for expectations. Give me the points, I guess. What are you doing here?
No bet. I'll take the points, no bet.
Yeah. Central Arkansas is at Austin Peay taking on these Governors. Your Governors back from getting upset there in Utah.
I knew they were going to fucking lose.
Yeah. That's the thing in that UAC. You can find a lot of value because it's like the Big Ten of the FCS.
It is hell how much travel they got to do.
Yeah. Especially when you're like the Big Ten, like, okay, you have like a huge TV contract. It makes no sense in the FCS. I'll lay it with P. I think the Governors get them.
Yeah.
West Georgia is at North Alabama. They're laying 9.5. West Georgia has cooled down. It was one of the better stories of college football earlier this season. But it's still a good story because they've come up and been super competitive at this level. But I have a hard time really having confidence in them at this point. What am I seeing here? I just want to see what they did last year. So last year, because North Alabama has been a disappointment. North Alabama won by 9 last year. I'll take the points. You?
I'll take the points too. I don't have a lot of conviction on this one either.
Yeah. So, do you have conviction on Sac State going into Portland State laying 23.5? Because I will say Sac State made me look like a fool last week as they went into E-Dub and just destroyed them.
Down. Sac State.
What's that? Say it again.
Is it Sac State so up and down?
Yeah, I mean, well, they're one of the more talented rosters. It's year one of Brennan Marion, but I'm saying like they paid for some guys. I'm gonna lay it.
I'll take the points.
McNeese at Texas A&M Commerce. This is not the best game.
No.
Give me Commerce. I think they're playing better.
Yeah, I agree. I'm actually going to bet Portland State, man. I'm going to just ride the up and down roller coaster with Sac State.
Vikings plus the points. 23.5. Only a couple games left. Cal Poly going into Pocatello. How about Idaho State last week getting revenge?
Yeah.
Forcing Dan Hawkins out the door. They upset the UC Davis. Huge upset. Now Cal Poly's at Idaho State. I think they're live. Give me Cal Poly plus 5.5. I'll fade the time you beat a top 10 team.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Yeah.
Northern Colorado's at Northern Arizona. Northern Colorado's getting 10.5 at NAU. This is where I'm going back to the well. Give me Northern Arizona minus 10.5. Lock.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say double lock.
Double lock.
Yeah.
Yeah. They want to get to the playoffs. They can't fuck around now. You can't fuck around. Nichols, the Nazis are at the Mexicans. Didn't they try this in World War I to connect them?
These are Man, why don't we have the slides today for this one?
I know. How did I fuck this up? The Mexicans are laying 6.5. I'm gonna lay it, man. The Mexicans at home have been fire.
Yeah,
lay it. It's on the road where they've stumbled.
Yeah, they want revenge on Hitler. Even the Mexicans. Let's go.
Even the Mexicans say, "You bastard, calling us now we're in part of history because you phoned us."
Yeah,
you wrote us, whatever the fuck it was back then. Final game on the slate: UC Davis at Idaho. Davis laying 2.5. I will lock up UC Davis. No way they drop both back to back. Lay it. Tim Plow, too good of a coach. You in?
I'm in. Let's go. Let's do it. Tim Plow.
And just like that, we are done with FCS action. Brett, there will be no DFS show this week, brother. We ran into tough scheduling, and then the college basketball slate is very challenging with the amount of game. Like normally, it's huge games on there's like 150 games on Saturday. That's kind of been moved to Thursday and Friday, so we did not have the time for the DFS show this week, man. So my apologies. They'll be back probably next week. I would assume next week. Yeah, it's challenging right now because you have every fucking sport going. FCS does better numbers than DFS. So this is how we decided this. Anyway, folks, give Moneyline Mac a follow on Twitter at Moneyline_Mac. There's a pregame show. This guy's talking nonstop. 16 minutes. I'm on Twitter at TheColbyD, the College Football Experience, and the FCS College Football Experience on Twitter at TCE on SGPN. YouTube.com/the College Experience. Apologies for the no slides. Trying to get that back next week. Gonna need to because these races and all these conferences are getting fucking big time. Till next time, this is the FCS College Football Experience. You better start thinking about yours, and we out of here.
Run, shoot.